Your number is number 19, 19, which means that you are going to have such an unusual experience. Such an unusual experience when it comes to this week, and this unusual experience is about to change your life forever, because you are being literally redirected. You are being guided by your higher self, my gorgeous Torini, and at this stage of your life you need to understand the importance of really following those things and giving the full attention to those things that we feel so drawn to, that we feel so drawn towards. We are all on this earth for a reason, my gorgeous Torini. We are all on this earth for a reason. And that reason is simply one thing. You need to follow things that you feel drawn to, drawn towards. There is a reason why we feel drawn towards certain things. This can be, something to do with this could be anything. It can be something to do with money. It can be something to do with finances. It can be something to do with lifestyle choices. It can be something to do with, things we want to do, things we want to try, things we want to explore. There is a reason why we feel so passionate about something. There is a reason why we feel drawn towards something. And the more we give our full attention to these things we feel drawn towards, the more we are going to be reconnecting with ourselves on such a high level, because our spirituality and our spiritual essence is more important than absolutely anything in this world. Okay? So, having said that, my gorgeous Torini, having said that, when it comes to the beginning of this week, okay, I'm telling you that something weird is going to happen, something unusual is going to happen at around the beginning of this week, and you are going to be reminded of somebody who is no longer here. You are going to be reminded of somebody who is no longer in this world, who is no longer with us. Do you understand what I mean? So maybe you're going to be reading something and then you're reminded of this person who is no longer here, no longer in this world, somebody who is in the spirit world, somebody who died, of course, and somebody who passed away. You're going to be, I hope my microphone is not too low. Yeah, you're going to be reminded of somebody that is no longer here, somebody who is in the spirit world, somebody who died, of course. Maybe you're going to be reading some kind of a book and you're going to be reminded of that person. Maybe you're going to be watching your television, or maybe you're going to be on the internet and you're just going to see somebody who's going to remind you of that person, or maybe you're going to see the certain name which is going to remind you of this person. Maybe you're going to see the certain photo of that person is just going to pop up somewhere. However this is going to happen, my gorgeous Torini, it's meant to happen, because something major is going to be triggered within you. It's not only you being reminded of somebody who died, it's not only you being reminded of somebody who is no longer here, but it's more about you first of all, you're going to be reminded of that person who's no longer here. And obviously, of course, it's somebody who was playing a fundamental role when it comes to your life. It's somebody who is very important, who was very important to you and who is still very important to you. Somebody who was very close to you. Of course, it's not going to be somebody random. Do you know what I mean? It's to do with somebody who meant to you so much. Somebody really beautiful, somebody really genuine, somebody really gorgeous, somebody who meant to you so much, somebody who loved you and somebody who you loved as well. Of course, it's all these things. You're emotionally connected to this person, of course, otherwise this wouldn't happen. So you're going to be reminded of somebody who's no longer here, And you're going to be thinking about this person really intensely, and you will not realize yourself that you are entering such a specific dimension at the same time. While you're thinking about that person, things are going to feel so dreamy. You're going to feel like you're in some kind of a dream. You may even feel like a spaced out a little bit. You're going to feel like you're part of some kind of a different dimension. You may even feel like extremely tired at that moment in time. There is a certain energy which is like kind of going through you at this moment, which can be very draining, but very, very, very kind of useful. Okay, because you see what you don't normally see, you understand what you don't normally understand, you become so intuitive, you see things in your life from a completely different perspective, you understand things in your life from a completely different perspective. And this is why the combination of all these things is going to be remarkable, my gorgeous Torini, absolutely remarkable. So not only you're going to be reminded of this person who is no longer here, not only you're going to find yourself within this completely different dimension, my gorgeous Torini, but you're also going to now suddenly, you're going to go into this hermit mode. At the same time, you're going to feel things from such a deep and powerful level when it comes to your life in general. And now suddenly, through this person, by you thinking about this person, by you reconnecting with this person who is no longer in this world, this person is in the spirit world, but you will be thinking about this person so intensely, and you are going to find yourself within this completely different dimension where you're going to be and feel so intuitive. This is all going to be so connected. This is all going to be so connected. You're going to become aware of your own spirituality. You're going to become aware of the fact how powerful you actually are. This is because your third psychic eye is going to be wide open. And the reason why you're going to be reminded of this beautiful person who is no longer here is because at the same time, now suddenly you will go into this hermit mode, which means that you will be thinking about a lot of things, and now suddenly, boom, boom, you're going to be reminded of these two particular things in your life because of this person. And this is why all this is happening. You're going to be reminded of two particular things, of two important things, my gorgeous Torini. Number one is you will be reminded of this inspiration, something that has been inspiring you for so long, something that has been inspiring you for a while, but you didn't do anything about it. This is going to awake you, this is going to refresh you, this is going to rejuvenate you, and this is going to most importantly remind you of this inspiration you've had for a while. There is something you wanted to do, there is something you wanted to start, there is something you wanted to explore. Whatever this is, whatever you're reminded of, this is something you need to take very, very seriously and put as a priority number one. Do you understand me? There is so much more to it, and that's why you are being reminded of this in such a sacred way. At this stage of your life, you are being guided by your higher self. This is a beautiful divine intervention right now taking place, and this is what I need you to understand. So you're going to be reminded of this inspiration, something that has been inspiring you for a while, maybe for a very long time, maybe for a short amount of time, but it's something that you just did not do anything about it whatsoever. Okay, this is what you need to pay attention to, this inspiration that you're going to be reminded of. And also the second thing that you're going to realize now suddenly is that there is one particular person you need to reconnect with. There is also this one particular person you are indeed going to need to reconnect with. This is why this is going to be so important. Whoever this person is, it's somebody who is meant to be in your life. Whoever this person is, there is so much more to this reconnection. Somebody who you should be spending more time with. somebody who should be in your life more often than it is. Okay? Somebody who is going to make major impact on your life by being in your life. Do you understand? And so when it comes to this inspiration, going back to this inspiration, I'm so glad you will know that something is changing. You will know that something is happening within the next couple of days. I can see you exploring more and finding out more about this inspiration. I know that you will be talking to somebody, and this person who you're going to be talking to about this inspiration, what inspires you, this is going to wind you up in even more in the best possible way. It's going to be like, oh my God, it's going to make you feel even more excited about this inspiration. I think that within the next couple of days you will be speaking to somebody about this inspiration, and that person is going to make you feel even like better about it. There are certain things you will find out, and it's all going to start making sense to you. Oh my God, with your life right now, the way your life has been, the way your life you want to be, it's all going to start making sense. And this particular person is going to tell you to explore something specific connected to this inspiration. You're going to do this. You're going to make a certain move. You're going to make a certain step. And there is something you're going to discover. There is something you're going to find out when it comes to this inspiration. And this is going to be such a big game changer. It's the time of your own comeback. This is going to be a big game changer, because whatever you find out, oh my God, it's going to immediately make you aware of the fact that now it's time to make such an important decision based on this inspiration. And you are in for such a big victory. You are in for such a big achievement when it comes to this inspiration. Something major is going to happen, a big victory, and you have a big recognition, and you're going to feel so happy with yourself. Okay? Like a bee, this is going to lead towards a major victory. Nothing in your life is going to be the same ever again after this moment in time, because you're entering this dimension where you will have millions of confirmations how everything is connected and how there is so much more to life than just what we see. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, crazy. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Torini, it's like you are seriously, do you know what? Like, this is going to sound really weird, but it's like, it's to do with this particular person who is going to pretend like that this person is really nice, and sweet, blah, blah, blah. It's like, ew, no baby, no. So someone who is not nice at all, it's going to be pretending that that person is nice, and you must not fall for it. You must not fall for it, my gorgeous, that's me fighting with mosquitoes, by the way. You must not fall for it, my gorgeous Torini. So someone who is not nice, it's going to be pretending that that person is nice, but you will know this, you will be aware of it. And that person, I don't like this person whatsoever, somebody really horrible, to be quite honest with you. So somebody who's really, really horrible is going to be pretending that that person is really nice in order to manipulate you, and in order to make you do something that you shouldn't do, in order to make you have some kind of a sacrifice that would be absolutely useless. Not only useless, but it would be bad for you to do, because it would be bad for your financial situation. Do you understand what I mean? So ignore this person. Ignore what this person will want. Ignore what this person will be demanding. So somebody who's not nice is going to be pretending that that person is nice in order to make you have some kind of a sacrifice. But this sacrifice would not only be pointless for you, but it would be absolutely bad for your financial situation. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting your finances right now by ignoring this sacrifice. Walk away from it and run on miles. In fact, you are going to do this. Thank God you're not going to go for it. And I can see that you're going to spread your wings, baby. And I can see that you're going to be reminded of some kind of idea that you had when it comes to finances through all this, which is going to be absolutely brilliant for you to do as well. So you are going to find this situation beneficial. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Torini, do you know what? You're going to have a moment where you're going to be relaxing. You're going to have a moment where you're going to be like kind of chilling out, you know, and then suddenly there is a very strange and unusual insight you're going to have. And you've never had this before when it comes to this particular person. Did you understand what I mean? At around the end of this week, you're going to be chilling out, you're going to be relaxing for a moment or two. Maybe, let's say you're sitting in the forest and you're like, oh, checking beautiful, I don't know, leaves or something. You're thinking, oh, these leaves are so beautiful, and you're all into it, you know. You're like, yeah, it's so beautiful, so gorgeous. And then, ooh, suddenly you remember, while you're focusing on this, do you know what I mean? While you're disconnected from everyday problems and things like that. That's why I'm talking about this particular state of our mind. So you will be focusing on something really specific, and now suddenly, boom, you will be reminded of somebody needs your help. You will be reminded that, oh my God, somebody is in some kind of a trouble, somebody needs your help. And this is really going to alert you. Somebody is being manipulated by somebody else. Somebody is being manipulated by somebody else. You're going to be reminded of that person, somebody who you know really well, but somebody who you feel like you've lost that person maybe because it's been manipulated by somebody else. This person is being manipulated by somebody not really nice, by somebody who has a major problem, by somebody who has 100 major problems. But every single problem that other person has in their life, that person has created themselves. And now, you know, you will realize that one particular person needs rescuing, and this person changed a lot within the last, like, about 2 or 3 years or so, even maybe 4. That person changed so much because that person started doing silly things, stupid things, and you were okay with that, you know, to start with. But now, the more time goes by, you will realize, oh no, I don't want to lose this person only because somebody horrible is manipulating this person. But it's not only about you feeling that you don't want to lose this person. You're just going to have a very specific psychic insight and confirmation that someone is taking major advantage of that person. And now suddenly you will want this person back. And this could be anybody. It could be a friend, it could be a family member. It really depends. But you're spot on. Do something about it, please. And you are both going to get something so major out of it. So now, my gorgeous Torini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Well, there you go. You see this? It is very important to protect what's yours, to protect your financial situation, or to protect what's yours. There is something legal, something important you need to pay attention to. There is something legal, something important you need to pay attention to, something that you already know, but it's important to ask the right questions in order to speed up some kind of a progress. You need to speed up some kind of a progress. This is to do with something official, something legal, some kind of a progress, some kind of a process. Certain things are already in some kind of a progress, but you need to understand that the right questions you need to ask, and you need to speed up the progress. Because if you leave it longer, oh my God, nobody's going to get anything out of it. I really hope this makes sense. It's time to be smart, my gorgeous Torini. Hello, my gorgeous people. I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mag collection, 3 absolutely beautiful mags designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions, and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a full moon fuel, a lunar inspired mag for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mags, they're intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all three. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you.